Hey y'all, Boogie Night here, how's it going? And welcome to Sonic Boogie Plays the Moon Sliver. This is a first-person indie atmospheric game with elements of horror that's currently available on Steam, so if you'd like what you see, I'll put a link in the description below. This was actually developed by David Szymanski, who is the same developer of A Wolf in Autumn, which I played sometime last year that I was very intrigued by. It was only about $2 US. I actually paid for it using the proceeds of my Steam wallet, but there is one big reason why I'm playing this game. I've talked a lot in the past about a gamer known as CJU Games and about how I found out a lot about his games, but he has been a major influence to the Sonic Boogie project, to the point that I don't think I would be showcasing indie games as much, if at all, and it wasn't for CJU doing a lot of indie showcases. It's not just because I found out about titles through him, it's because he generally wants to promote a lot of indie games as well as some of the major ones. Anyway, so I know nothing about this game other than the fact, like I said, he played it about the same time that I first happened upon his channel, about 2-3 years ago, I guess. Other than that, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So with that being said, let's dive right in, shall we? This is the Moon Sliver. It's intended to be completed in a single sitting, and there's no save system. Okay, set aside an hour. Well, I got plenty of time for that. Let's go. The intro reminds me a lot of A Wolf in Autumn. Wants to move, space to jump, right mouse button to toggle the flashlight. Now, I've already recalibrated that. I've already set that to F. Okay. Oh, hey. What? There we go. Whoa, okay. This door was right in there. Okay. It did say, I have heard rumors that this is a very text-based game, so... Anything here? I guess we're in some sort of hovel. Okay, yeah, good, we can jump. Okay, it's really dark, so I think we're just going to keep some sort of grilled food. Anything oh, hang on. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all time, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood, otherwise she stayed in her cluttered house where it was warm and familiar. Okay, we can't crouch. Okay. I have heard that since this is very text-based that the story comes on as we go. Conserve your flashlight battery. Recharge your power outlet. Okay then, piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Didn't I happen upon something like that when I played Kirza, the Kitty Horror Show game? Kitty Horror Show? Whatever. Okay, so let's click on this. Abel loved Isa? Isa? I'm gonna say it's Isa. I'm pretty sure you'd say Kiefer Sutherland. And he loved Daniel and Ellie. But when his mind wasn't turned towards their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Well, that's lovely. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporary. Okay. Sorry, my ear was itching. Anything in the barrels? Nothing. Oh, hang on. More story. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from, and who had put them there. Oh, here we go. Issa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. Learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Okay, I like how things are getting pieced together as you click on little mementos of stuff. But I think we've spent enough time in this house. Whoa. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. Okay, I remember seeing this... Okay, so we can't go out to sea. We can kind of wait along the shoreline. What a desolate place this is. Well, we have a building over here, so I think we should... Can we sprint? No, we can't. Just one stable thing. For a game that's on Unity, this isn't too bad, to be honest. I mean, I've seen a lot better, but I've seen a lot worse. What's in here? Okay, so we can't go in this. Is there anything around the back, maybe? Windows are boarded up. What's this? It's power up. Whoa. So it's not electrocuting us. It did say charge up your flashlight at power outlets. I guess that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we just came from there. Maybe that was my house. Let's go ahead and look over here. Looks like some sort of village? They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them towards the shoreline. Issa could remember when the old buildings still stood here, filled with families. It's a little shelter from the high winds. Hang on. I'm sorry, he said. And he cried because he often cried during his talks. For what, she said. For a lot of things. Oh, okay, there we go. It's coming into more sharp relief as I go aft. Okay, that makes sense. These conversations were not new. Long ago, Issa had learned to love Abel despite and for his despondency. She hugged him as the wind tossed her long gray hair around. Okay, so it's clear that they've lived here for a while to seeing her gray hair, so she's got to be at least in her 30s. I was thinking this would be like some Lord of the Flies action where just kids tossing about. Another building here. This looks like, what is this? Oh, hey, you click on it. A strange acidic smell emanated from the pipe. We've got a tower here. We can't scale it? No, we can't. I was playing Dying Light earlier, so I'm kind of in that mindset. Let's go and see what's in here. Issa kept a smile on her face, although she did not like smiling. Got a flashlight. Can we pick this up? No, we can't. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you, she said? She didn't take it either, he said. Take what? Nor did I, and nor did Abel, she said, and yet it's gone. Oh, yeah, another charger. Nice. So very... Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to, said Issa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He did not meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. Okay. Okay, still nothing there. I've already looked at that. The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it, he said. Because I trust him, she said. He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said. Because that's how we have to live. Somehow I get the feeling maybe there was a shipwreck going on. Maybe we can go back to the shoreline. There's something over there, but I want to look at this building really quickly. Maybe there was a shipwreck, or maybe this is like a post-apocalyptic thing. So there is kind of a Lord of the Flies thing going on here. I do like how the story unfolds as you discover things. Oh good, we can go back in here. I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. Some old crates. We can't look at those. Oh, we have another, I think we're just gonna, every time we see one of these, we're just gonna go for a recharge. We got some books. What is your problem with Issa? Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. I guess when you're playing hide-and-go-seek with your books... Oh, who am I kidding? I'd get annoyed, too, if I was interrupted by reading. I'm just kidding. We can look at these. My problem is that she's a liar, said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly. You're not an impartial judge, he said. So, Ellie is accusing Issa of taking something. It's more barrels here. She keeps the chapel locked. Okay, the chapel? And she's the only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. Some old beams here. Anything there? Looks like a lot of the story is at the bottom of a barrel. Or the bottom of a bottle, depending on how much you've had to drink. Yes, I went there. So I'm guessing that's the mountain we have to enter at night. It's, again, very Kitty Horror Show-esque. What's this? I keep holding down shift like I want to do a sprint job. The mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water a long time ago. Okay, so we can't go any further than this old drainage thing. Oh, we have some trees. Okay. The skeletons were all that remained. This place was a forest once. A damp tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt. Interesting. Oh, hang on, what is this? Is that the door into the mountain? Into the Hall of the Mountain King, maybe? If this wasn't so text-based, I mean, come back when night falls. Okay. I'm probably going to... I know I'm going to continue my... What in the world is this? The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Okay. Oh, hang on, what is this? It's a combination of some sort. 3, 4, 2, 1. Maybe this is the entrance to the mountain. Maybe there's a combination of some sort. Go on then. Got some more buildings here. Maybe another part of the village? No, hang on. That's just the room. There's the chapel, I think. No, there's the ruins. There's the chapel. There's my hovel. Is there anything over the hill? This is kind of Lovecraftian in the sense, not in the horror aspects, I haven't run across anything yet, but in how certain details are left out and left for you to put together. We have some more trees over there. We have 4 more buildings that are still smoking. Maybe there's some life here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and see if we can explore these over here. I kind of want to get all the outskirts before I hit these clusters. But yeah, so, as I said before, I guess we can't go there. CJ was a major influence with the indie stuff. With him almost hitting 30,000 subs on YouTube. Hit him up on Twitter, hit him up on YouTube. He hasn't quite hit 30K yet. I'll post it on my Twitter. But keep wishing him the best. Daniel sat with Ellie under the tree, his arm around her. Do you remember when we used to climb that tower over there, he said? I wonder how long before this whole island is underwater. What, the power tower there? Tower of Power? I just had to sip of my water, sorry. Kowo actually, I mean, I know that he was just joking about it, but I do go through a lot of water, weather. It is wetter. Water is wetter. God, I'm tired. It's been a full week, which I'll delve into during my concluse playthrough. People have been giving some mother hatch down here. The door had rusted shut. It would never open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I guess it's a MacGuffin. Let's go and look at these buildings here. Let's see what's up. Let's go on door number 1. Ooh, cozy. Got a bed. Oh, we can check it out. Ellie was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Issa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? Right, opening another book. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. That's a drawback. Something in the box? Is that thunder coming from outside, or is that in the game? Well, it is a Florida evening, which means thunder and lightning and storms. Hooray. Can't go... Can we jump over this? No, we can't. Can't go over there. Invisible barriers. Damn it. Is there anything on the floor? No. Okay. So let's go to building number 2. I am getting some similarities to A Wolf in Autumn, even though I think this came before... Oh my god, that scared me for a hot second. Just look at that. You just see the bed. I let the atmosphere get to me. That's another book. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Issa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. You noticed him too well. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. No, we can't. Nothing on the cot. Some old firewood. Oh, we can click on that too. Brilliant. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie, he said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right, let's talk about Ellie. Anything in the fireplace? Yep. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. Okay, no, we already looked at that. Derp, you twit. Anyway, yeah, no, I do go through a lot of water on my reviews and my games. I just get thirsty a lot. It's been ever since I was young. You don't really see me drinking like the hard stuff like I used to. Good lord, we found this must be Daniel's building because of all the books. Let's take a look. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but still it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Okay. Another book. Plenty of stuff on the shelves. Oh, we have a note. Hang on. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie were young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like, but Abel and I do, and we're both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. Okay, so we've already talked about Abel, Ellie, and Daniel, so this is Issa's building? I guess. Okay, yeah, okay, that's enough. We have another note. I believe in the word of Hector and the religious teachings that were passed on to me. So kind of another Lovecraftian element to it. Some sort of cult, the word of Hector. Or once again, Kitty Horror Show-ish. Maybe the moon is still out there, hidden beneath some cloud of darkness. And maybe the ones who went there before us are waiting there. There's no way to know. We have to wait for death to find out? Oh, good grief. And truth be told, I am ready. I'm ready for the beginning of a new adventure. Is this like a death cult or something? Hello, we have a key. This is like a death cult or something? I feel like there's a pile of answers, but no shovel. Anything on the cot? No. What's this? Ooh, we have... Is this the key to the box? I guess it's not. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, we've got another building to scope out. Let's take a look. Whoa. So, somebody really, really enjoys candles, and this is a fire hazard. Ooh, we have another note. Let's take a look. What childlike emptiness I feel, to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy, to find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient writers to taunt us with unreachable worlds more beautiful than our own? Once again, I'm seeing quite the Lovecraftian influence here, which is not a bad thing. I think a lot of developers exploit it, but so far, this isn't bad. We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our homes. Technically, we survive. Excuse me. But to what end? This island is all the world we know. It is nothing but the broken pieces of a fairy tale. Tragic, but well... Oh, the heck? Is my flashlight going? I guess we need to find an outlet. Well, we don't really need to worry about the darkness here, so, let's just keep going around the room. What's this? Ooh, we got another key. Okay, we need to find an outlet. There's something in here. Okay, what is this? He watched Ellie put her clothes back on, his eyes unfocused, not really seeing her. She didn't say anything. Her lips were pursed in that eternal ignorant scowl. He got up from the bed and opened his box. He used to believe that one day he could plant the last few seeds and they would be able to grow food again. But now he knew that the ground was poison. Issa had given the seeds to him for safekeeping. Issa loved him. Issa trusted him. His eyes filled with tears, but he didn't let Ellie see. "I'm supposed to meet Issa for a walk," he said. She didn't answer. She just left. Okay, yeah, let's quit abusing this. We have another key. Maybe it's the key to the other box in there. Okay. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to feed his lofty, strange thoughts. Issa read to pass the time. But Ellie, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. Ooh, that's a whole lot of no bro in my part. I love reading too much. During the flight there, I read the same book 3 times. It's the only book I brought with me. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? I know there's a note there. Hang on, saving the best for last. There is an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women, betrayed the same women. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. Ooh. Some sort of psychological problem, maybe? He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless, with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. Ew. He gives my flesh with indescribable pleasures. Too much information. And blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is Sin, and we are all irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. I think the central topic in this is desolation. Ooh, okay, so it's getting dark out. Let's go ahead and run back to the first outbuilding. Ooh, the music's changing. I want to recharge my my flashlight before I go check out that last building. Then I guess we enter the mountain. I don't really think this game is that long. This is my hovel, I think. Yes, it is. So, there's a charger around here. And I really, really like the music. Yeah, it's really starting to go. There we go. I have some of my water. After playing Wolf in Autumn, not to be confused with The Wolf Among Us, which I'm currently playing for the channel, I'm seeing some similarities with this and A Wolf in Autumn. Vague, putting the pieces together. Yes, I know, we already strudged. Ooh, hang on, we never saw... Yeah, we did. Okay, we've been getting all this since we were born, Tanisa. There's a lot of text to go through. I'm feeling like... Nope, I feel like I missed life, he said, just like it whizzed right by while I wasn't looking. And I'm watching it disappear to the horizon, stuck in this prison. Oh, come on, she said. Look out at the water. Isn't it beautiful? It's lonely, he said. Lonely and infinite. So Abel is... Oh, shoot, we've already been here. I've gotten all topsy-turvy. There's the mountain. So we're going to go over this hill here and go check out the other building. Or at least see if this other key is what I'm looking for. God, this guy jumps even lower than I do. There's the door to the mountain. It's sorely tempting, but I feel like that's got, once again, the Kitty Horror Show thing. Like, I go in there, we're going straight to the end game. So, was it this, I think, we go in here? Is this it? Yes, it is, I think. Ha ha ha. Nope, we've already been there. Okay, it's the other outbuilding. Dirt, you twit. Oh yeah, it's getting dark out. Maybe it's dark outside. There we go. There's the missing box. Let's just keep this... Oh, go on then. What's the other key for then? Wait. The other, the big building, out with the charger. Okay then, let's go check that out. That's gotta be the only key, even though I really want to know what that is. Maybe I'm missing something? I'm sure I'm missing something. Okay. The night was wild and cold. The monster strike. I love that. The monster strikes leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind blew them away. So there is some sort of danger on this island? There's the power building. There's the ruins. There's my hovel. Bloody hell, this gets all topsy-turvy. Nope, there's my hovel. There's what I'm looking for. Okay. And it works! Okay. Whoa. Okay. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before As he absent-mindedly picked the book up, something caught his eye, or rather, lack of something. Okay. Anything over here? Okay, hang on. So there are windows, but you can't see them from the outside. Okay, that's clever. The moon sliver was gone. And there's where the title comes from. Okay, then. He stared at the empty dais for some time, struggling to comprehend the simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Issa, perhaps? She was the only one with a key to the Chapel of Infinite Light, but Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done, or taken it. Regardless, he had to tell the others. So we got some books over here. Can we click on those? Oh, we have a note. O world, O prison dingy white, O ghostly shadow gray, your whelming lies of false delight are dark and cold as moonless night and bleak as sunless day. Quaint little limerick. I would have gone for something a little more positive. Okay. The Word of Hector. 1. The moon sliver was written by the pure spring rain upon pages of dried leaves and found by noble Hector. The moon spoke to Hector, saying, "Take this, the moon sliver, and make for it a place in the Chapel of Infinite Light, for it is a holy document. Man cannot read it, but its every letter is known to the demons of the night and greatly feared. Know that it will protect you, even should my light cease to bathe the night in holy silver. Give it a place of honor, and treat it like a prized possession, for it is your weapon against evil." And so Hector took the moon sliver and placed it in the Chapel of Infinite Light, upon a silver pedestal. And the night was warm with light, and the day was bright with warmth. Interesting. Okay, we've already looked at that. We got another slip here. The Word of Hector 4. Okay, we're reading this out of order. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream. The woodland teeth is vanquished, it said. Your people are safe for now. But it still waits, lurking in the depths. It fears the moon sliver, and it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession. But know this, should the moon sliver ever be destroyed, even my divine light will not be able to save you from the wrath of the woodland teeth and the darkness of hell. Ugh. Keep it safe. Keep it ready. It's a line from the Lord of the Rings. Keep it secret, keep it safe. And may you live in prosperity on this island that I have given you. Let your prosperity be a sign that the words I speak are true. Okay, we've already started the empty dais. Anything on the bookshelves? No, hang on, we got another manuscript, I think. Hector, Part 2. So we're missing Part 3. Word of Hector, Part 2. The woodland teeth, the monster of the forest. Is that where the monstrous tracks came from leading out of the hatch? It was more tenacious than the other demons. It hated the word of Hector and desired to take the island away from them, and lurked in dark quarters and unseen passageways, scheming horrific schemes. It came to pass that Ursula was taken, stalked by the woodland teeth in the dark underground, attacked and dragged down to hell. Yeesh. Then the moon came to Hector in a dream, and said, "Hector, the time has come. Your great enemy has arrived. You would all do well to tremble, for his power is great, and his depravity is unspeakable. Go take the moon sliver from its pedestal and do battle." And so Hector went to the Chapel of Infinite Light and retrieved the moon sliver and went into the tunnels. Is that what the hatch is for? Sir. Oh, hang on, we got something down below. Hector, Part 3. Most of the text is illegible. Hector descended. Darkness. Terrible whispering. Infinite and deep. Did not know how long he wandered. Promises of brutal torture, mutilation waiting. Begone, teeth of the forest. Spoke the holy incantations written upon. Return to the surface. Okay, so because the plot says so, I think we're ready to go into the mountain, but there's still that one book, that one box. Oh, Snapdragon, it is dark as pitch out. Let's go ahead and charge you up. There's that one box back in the village that has not been opened, and I feel like I'm missing something, so let's just go ahead and do one more cursory look around this island before we go into the mountain. Oh, wait, that's my hovel. I feel like I'm missing something. I really feel like I should be doing more thorough check for plot points as well as missing items. I feel like I need to pixel hunt. Yes, I know. Conserve your flashlight battery. Thank you for reminding me. When it starts flashing, well, I'll be in trouble. Like I said, I can see okay, but there's the hatch, there's the door to the mountain. I feel like I'm missing something. I want to know what's in that last box. Like, there's part of me thinks there's maybe a plot point in that box that led to the utter demise of this desolate village. And oh, there's a path up there. Okay, hang on. Maybe I'm missing something up there before I go combing through here. Is this an old pedestal? Oh no, it's a nice. It's an invisible barrier. Or it's a solid barrier, but we got another charger post. Derp, you could have done that beforehand. Okay. Let's go back down here. Let's go through these houses one more time. And see if there's anything I'm missing. I'm morbidly curious about what's inside that box. I've already looked at that. It figures that there's not much in Ellie's, because she kind of seems a bit curmudgeonly. It's just very sullen, but that kind of goes with the overall atmosphere of this game, of the last people left alive. So, which one am I? I don't think I'm Hector. Am I Daniel? Am I Issa? Am I Ellie? Am I Abel? Which one am I? Don't think I'm Hector. That's for damn fact. Hector seems to be more of the prophet. Oh, so there was a key. And we found it. Issa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl, and the workshop and the adjoining home were brought far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I told you before," she said. "I forgot. I don't go there often." "Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th one alone," she said. So storage is one of the other things? One of the hatches, maybe? Let's go look at these other ones, and then I can wrestle with the hatches after I charge. Okay, anything in here? No, okay, we've already been in here. God, this is confusing. Okay, so it's this one and this one. And then we'll try the hatches. So it's 1, 2, and 3 without 4. Okay. I've already looked at this. The Book of Sin. Maybe the Moon Sliver is in one of these, even though it says I need to enter the mountain. Maybe it's inside the mountain. I don't know. Is there? No, that's just another. We've already done that. Let's go ahead and exit here. Let's go up here. Let's go ahead and recharge our flashlight, and then try the hatch with the monstrous feet. Well, it did say there was some element of horror to this game, so maybe it's in the mountain. Or maybe it's underground in storage. Who am I kidding? The word storage gets to me to begin with, just because there it is. Because I think of storage and Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Ooh. Yes, I know, the night is wild and cold. Well, sounds like the beginning of the Night of the Bayonet. So 1, 2, 3. And we can go in. Good grief, it's dark. Can we light a candle? No, we cannot. But we have a charger. Well, it is a storage, so maybe it's just going to be tiny. Ooh. Okay. It is dark. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. Well, we've got to do the Theseus thing as we always do, so let's just keep going left. This place is a maze. Okay. Yeah, this got a lot more sinister. Nothing there. Just keep following the edge. Ugh. Kind of. I know, I'm psyching myself out. I always do. Okay, so we've hit a wall here. A family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Good old machine here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep clicking in and out, but I'm trying to conserve battery power because I don't see a socket. Yep, this is the horror aspect coming into high gear. Kind of see the edges of the walls. We might backtrack back up to the beginning and recharge it if need be. Okay, so there's the entrance. Let's go back up topside for a second before we continue exploring. I don't know how long this flashlight lasts, but I do not want to be stuck down here in the dark. I don't think it would truly shut you out into the dark, but I think it would start flashing quite a bit. But I do not want to test that theory. I'm not a nyctophobe, meaning I'm not afraid of the dark, but I still would not want to be trapped down here in the pitch darkness. But I don't think... Ellie? Daniel's voice echoed around the corner. Tunnel's silence. But at the same time, she couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Blah. Okay, just keep on going. Daniel heard soft scratching footsteps behind him. Stop that. Stop that. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. Oh, we have a charger here. For a left and a right. Okay, cool. So there's more than one port here. Just keep going. Go for maximum build. Anything here? Let's go and explore this area before we do continue the Theseus method. Something's clicking. I wonder if it'll be daylight by the time I leave storage, since night descended quite quickly. Doubtful. But you never know with David Szymanski. He called again. Ellie? Still no answer. But he heard footsteps again. I don't hear any footsteps, but you never know. But David Szymanski is kind of like... He's not like an extended metaphor to the level of Kristoff, but he does deal in metaphors and subtleties, and I really like that. Okay, I can see the pipes above me. Good God, this is long. Big open area. The hell? Ooh, crap. Let's kind of hide back here for a hot second. Have a sip of my water while we wait in pitch darkness. Okay. Okay. Let's just go ahead and go back around here and then pursue the other hallway. Nice, we have a charger. She felt its breath before she felt its claws, and then she was gone. Ellie or Issa? Or maybe the person that was attacked by the woodland teeth before Hector smote it? Is it smote or smited? I always get that backwards. Yes, I'm rambling. I apologize, but the atmosphere has gotten under my skin. That growl definitely got me. You know, it would be a good idea for you to sprint, even if it's in pitch darkness. Conserve battery power. Coming around a corner. Okay, so we can't go that way. Yes, we can. So we just need to keep following the walls. Oh, brilliant. We have another flashlight. He didn't even have time to cry at the shadow silhouetted in his flashlight beam lunging towards him. Okay. I'm looking, boss. I'm looking. And I don't see a charger. So now we know that the two people have been taken by whatever's down here. I guess it escaped. Hence the large footprints, the monstrous footprints I hear a tip-tapping. But I think it's maybe just the pizzicato in the background. Okay, so we're back here at the hub world. Let's go ahead and charge her up. And then we gotta go down this hallway. That'll bring us back to the hub here, and then that's our exit. We can't, okay, well there's only one way you can go, so that's a weight off my mind. Table there. I see you, table. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so that's a dead end. Nothing here. So, my guess is... hang on. Good grief, this is wide open. She never felt like this before. She knew those tunnels well. She had been down here hundreds of times, yet she was lost. Lost, confused, and afraid. Maybe, instead of the woodland teeth, this was Hector hiding down here. Since he was the prophet that supposedly fought the woodland teeth. Once again, I'm piecing together this by my own extrapolation. But the moon sliver was some sort of gospel or scripture, since it said it was a document that was written by Hector after conquering the woodland teeth. So Hector came down here to fight this supposed beast, or maybe, once again, it was just him. Emerged victorious. Okay, I think we covered everything down here. I guess that snarl was just part of the background ambiance. There's a lot to piece together, and it's the vagueness that I like from Szymanski's storytelling. It's a lot more subtle than A Wolf in Autumn, whereas A Wolf in Autumn, I think, I'm still trying to piece that together, but I should probably replay it at some point. Okay, this is the exit. Yeah, here we go. So now we can go into the mountain, because I think we've explored everything, because there's that rusted hatch shut. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. I think we should go into the mountain. Return to the mountain. Very Kitty Heart, once again. Issa couldn't remember the last time she'd been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here, but she had looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her right hand. Yesterday the moon sliver went missing. Today, Ellie, Daniel, and Abel were all nowhere to be found. She knew the word of Hector by heart. The sinister implications were not lost on her. There's something down here. So we must be Issa. Ellie? She called. Daniel? Abel? Abel heard her and answered, "I'm here." There's something strange about his voice, something Issa didn't like. "What are you doing here?" "I'm reading of ages past," he said. "They are missing," she said. "They are missing, and the moon sliver is missing. Do you understand me? Do you understand what this implies? Night will fall in a few hours, and we need to stick together. We can sleep in the same house, mine or yours. We'll keep the fire burning. We'll keep the door locked, and we will pray, Abel. We'll pray to the unseen moon for mercy and protection. Are you happy here, Issa? We can't stay in the dark. It thrives in the dark." Oh, Lord. "Yes, I'm happy." It's dead. What the hell? There were tears in his eyes as he struggled to control his voice. "Issa, I know you. I know every inch of you, and I know every corner of your mind. You aren't happy. None of us are happy." Issa didn't respond. "I'm staying here." The tears were flowing freely now. "I would like it if you stayed with me. Issa, please stay with me. It will find you, Abel." I let it out, Issa. You destroyed the moon sliver. Thanks. Wait, hang on. I'm seeing some biblical references here. Abel destroyed the moon sliver, so Cain and Abel? Issa was shocked and silent. I think this is probably on purpose that the flashlight's dead. I burned it yesterday after I talked with Daniel. Her eyes were filling with betrayed, angry tears. "What? Abel? No! Why? Do you want to be dragged to hell? Do you want us to be dragged there with you?" "We're already in hell. This island, this horrible, barren, lonely island, this place of sin, this is hell. I saw the blasphemous scraps of the paper Jeremiah found those many years ago. I read them before they were destroyed. Perhaps I was the only one who did, and I did not believe them. But I have lived life since then, and I have seen the truth of their words. Issa could not respond. As tears streamed down her face, she just kept walking towards the sound of his voice, the knife clutched in her hand. You did not read the blasphemous scraps, Issa, but I did, and I remember with incredible clarity, supernatural clarity even. Sorry, my phone was going off. Fear not the dark shadows or the scratches in the night, for the woodland teeth is your salvation. It is your escape. It said this and more, Issa. The woodland teeth is not here to take us to hell. It is here to take us away from hell. She could see him ahead, her flashlight beam cutting through the sickly fog. He was sitting in a chair, a book in his lap. As she approached, she could see he was crying too. I believe the word of Hector, she said, and I will not go to hell. Please trust me. Please. I believe in the word of Hector, she said again. She put the knife to her chest point first. No, no, Issa, please don't. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I love you, she spat terribly. I love you so much. She closed her eyes and pushed. She remembered where the heart was located from one of her father's old books. Abel was too slow to catch her falling body. He knelt beside her and sobbed for some time. Ooh. She was not a strong... He was not a strong young man anymore, but Issa's body was light. He would take her out to the water. She'd always loved the water. But then what? Read? Read until it found him? No, he didn't feel like reading anymore. He was ready to be rid of this entire cursed island, books and all. He would simply wander, aimlessly and freely, to take one last look at the island, and feel the wind blowing the memories away. So we are able. Okay. And then when night fell, he would return. Aha, so we are able. And wait. What? Oh! Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Huh. Interesting. Actually, can we move around at all? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, okay, so now... I guess we just need to go towards the light. Oh, we're not done yet. Morning dawned on the empty island, cold and bright and windy. The moon sliver. Okay. That's clever. I'm gonna keep walking. Let's see, maybe there's some post-credit stuff. Actually, no, I'm getting sidetracked by this, so we'll keep walking afterwards and see if there's anything past the credits. Okay, so this was a fun little game. Interesting. Once again, I like the atmosphere, I like the storytelling vibes behind it, but the vagueness was both a turn-on and a turn-off for me. I kind of wanted to know more about the characters, and some of the parts got towards the end with the pixel hunting. I'm glad I retraced my steps before going into the mountain, but I feel like, unless I just rushed through it, but I don't think I did. I feel like this game could have been fleshed out a little bit more, kind of in the same way as A Wolf in Autumn. But that's just my opinion. I'd be very curious to see what your opinion is. So let me know in the comments below what you think. What did you like about this game? What didn't you like about it? Flesh it out for me. Let me know if you played this game before. I know LexiKitty has, according to my Steam library. I'd be curious to see if there's something I missed. Plot points, notes, anything else. Maybe that other hatch was available to me. I doubt it, but I don't know. But all in all, let me know. But anyways, with that being said, before I call it a night, once again, two things. I don't think CJU will ever watch this entry. He's a busy man. He's got a day job. He does a lot of... He's, once again, almost topping 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you ever watch this, CJU, thank you for your work. Thank you for your inspiration to not just my channel, but I'm sure a myriad of others. You've done some fantastic work, and I look forward to celebrating with you more in the future. And of course, with that, otherwise, if you like the Sonic Boogie project and you want to know more about me and what I do for this project, whether it's the gaming side or the movie side, which I'm going to start picking back up next week, um, I've got 2 movies to review. Anyway, I do have a Twitter account as well as a public Discord channel. Links to both those are in the description below, as well as a link to my Twitch page, which is going to start. I'm going to start going live next week, twice a week, possibly 3 times a week, and my Patreon account if you were so inclined. But otherwise, with that, y'all have a fantastic evening and possibly weekend if I don't talk to you sooner, and I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, peace.